place out of the 5 who have bowled. Bill O'Neill with a commanding 21-pin lead again. This is only through 5 frames. Our next telecast, you'll see the final 5 frames. When that's done, the top 2 will move on to a 5-frame championship match. Time now for the introduction of our final competitor.
The PBA Experience Scorpion champion has 2 PBA Tour victories and 9 PBA regional wins. From San Diego, California, please welcome Mike DeVaney.
DeVaney, 14th in earnings this season, 7 top 20 finishes, 4 top 10s. He begins on the Shark. He won the Scorpion this season. The Shark has been tough. DeVaney nails it.
Did you see how much paw was in that ball when he let go of it? I mean, that was a lot of hand. I mean, he really ripped the cover off of that shot just to get it to hook on that Shark oil pattern.
Here's how Mike DeVaney got here. He did it by winning the Scorpion Championship at the World Series of Bowling. Took down Sean Rash, 182-162 in the title match versus Jason Belmonte. He was victorious, 189-170. His only telecast of the season, and it was a good one. It was a victory, his second of his career, an emotional victory as well. His wife, Carrie, and son, Owen, were in attendance. Since then, Carrie has given birth to a daughter, Everly Jean, just a few weeks ago. And they're back in San Diego and doing very, very well. Back-to-back opening jacks for Mike DeVaney.
Boy, and you can really see the talent level right there with Mike DeVaney. The deep inside line on Shark. He makes an equipment adjustment and comes back with another great strike on Chameleon. Completely different angle, line, speed, and rev rate.
And Mike DeVaney joins us live right now as Mike works his way to the right. And Mike, tell us the situation you were in, maybe the bowling frame of mind and just your personal situation prior to winning the Scorpion Championship this season.
I put myself in a little bit of a bind, and I needed a couple of big tournaments to get myself out of that bind. So it was a major relief as far as bowling-wise, career-wise, financially-wise. It was a big weight lifted off of me. So, you know, my frame of mind before, it was going to be my last season if I didn't perform a little bit better than I had been. And, you know, with winning, it has allowed me to a little bit more comfort and you know, breathing room to do the things I need to do out here to be successful.
Thanks for the time, Mike, and congratulations again on the birth of your daughter.
Thank you.
So Mike DeVaney from San Diego, California. 2 tour titles. Has started up with 2 strikes here. He moves right and will take on the Viper.
Notice he pulled out his cheat sheet. He's got a little road map there telling him where he's going to stand and what line he's going to play on the Viper.
He's not the only one with a cheat sheet out here. Open up.
You know, one thing, I don't think a lot of people really know Mike DeVaney or know that he's got one of the best senses of humor out here. He's one of the funniest guys you'll ever meet. And the other guys, the other players that are sitting over there watching this.
Want to read this for me? Help me out.
That's the last thing they want to see is him throw a Brooklyn for a 3-bagger.
He's got his cheat sheet out, but he can't read his own handwriting right now. He's asking the other guys if somebody can decipher the hieroglyphics he put down. So DeVaney perfect through 3 as we take a look at the Scorpion oil pattern, which Mike will tackle next.
Well, then you would think that he would know exactly where to stand and play on this pattern. He won on it.
Drops a good old-fashioned Texas ham bone.
You know, it's funny when you ask Mike DeVaney which is his least favorite oil pattern, which one do you think he said?
Skunk. Right?
Parlay.
He said all the lays just become skunk after a while.
That's
Forget
exactly
all the animals.
what he said, but we don't have a skunk oil pattern. It's cheetah because of the scoring pace, not because he can't hit the pocket on it. He just doesn't like the scores being that outrageous.
It's going to be interesting to see Mike DeVaney next season on the tour physically? Because he was telling us today one of his goals, he wants to drop 30, maybe 40 pounds, get some more exercise, change his diet. Cracking with us, maybe I'll do a little of that home style staple surgery, which we don't recommend back at home.
Yeah, you got to leave that for the professionals.
Just looking to drop the Yahtzee. Couldn't get it to go. But a good opening run by DeVaney.
It's one of the greatest inventions in bowling, that interchangeable thumb, and there's a couple of companies out there that have that interchangeable thumb, but you can make every bowling ball feel the same. And it's a huge advantage, especially when you're switching balls and going to spare balls. And
so DeVaney clears up to 3-6 and remains clean through 5. And DeVaney pulling within 2 pins of your leader, Bill O'Neill, through the opening 5 frames. So the real deal, Bill O'Neill denied in the Player of the Year race, but he's on top of the PBA Experience Showdown right now through 5 frames. DeVaney 2 behind him. Norm Duke 21 back, followed by Paige Jurek and your amateur Kevin Ruhr. Again, after 10 frames are bowled, the top 2 will move on to a 5-frame championship match. Randy, you're probably asking yourself, well, when can I find who's going to move on to that championship match? How about on our next telecast?
all right.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for that, Rob.
It's convenient. It'll be here in Arlington. It's going to be very, very seamless for us. Coming up next, the final 5 frames. We'll find out who our final 2 are here on the PBA Experience Showdown, and then give you our winner. So Bill O'Neill with the lead by 2. Will he be able to hold on to it? We'll find out on the backside. For Randy Peterson and our entire crew, I'm Rob Stone. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide